Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we dive into the financial world where Hong Kong stocks have taken a hit, dropping 1.7% as traders express disappointment over China's fiscal stimulus plans. While the Hang Seng Index struggled, mainland indexes showed a glimmer of hope. It's a mixed bag in the market, with some big names facing notable losses. In a brighter turn of events, we spotlight ReCube, a startup making waves in Hong Kong's sustainability scene. Founded by Kelvin, Tsui and Amy Lai, this innovative company has prevented over 15,000 disposable containers from being wasted through its tableware rental service. With an impressive return rate and collaborations with local restaurants, ReCube is paving the way for a zero-waste culture in takeaways. Lastly, we highlight property tycoon Peter Lee, who is making strides in clean energy investments to support charitable causes. With over $6.5 billion invested in sustainable innovations, Lee is not just focused on profits but also on making a positive social impact. His commitment to climate change and support for children with heart diseases showcases the power of combining business with responsibility. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's stock market experienced a notable decline as investors reacted unfavorably to China's recent fiscal stimulus measures. Following a public holiday, the Hang Seng Index dropped by 1.7% to 20,900.38, while the Hang Seng Tech Index fell by 3.7%. Despite the lackluster performance in Hong Kong, mainland markets showed resilience, with the CSI 300 index rising by 1% and the Shanghai Composite Index gaining 0.9%. Notably, major companies like Chow Tai Fook Jewelry Group and Anta Sports Products saw significant losses of 8% and 7.2%, respectively. China's finance minister, Lan Fowen, emphasized plans for local governments to issue bonds to stabilize the property market and hinted at potential increases in the budget deficit to provide further economic support. However, the persistent deflationary trends, marked by a drop in consumer inflation and producer prices, dampened investor sentiment. South China Morning Post highlights the innovative efforts of a Hong Kong startup, ReCube, which aims to foster a zero-waste takeaway culture through its tableware rental service. Founded in January 2023 by Kelvin Tsui Ka-hei and Amy Lai Sui-fong, the company has successfully prevented 15,000 disposable containers from being wasted in just over a year. ReCube allows consumers to borrow reusable containers from participating restaurants and return them for rewards, thereby promoting sustainable practices without inconvenience. The startup has gained traction despite initial hesitance from restaurant partners, achieving a 98% return rate on its containers. ReCube also supports social initiatives, providing employment opportunities for individuals with autism and intellectual disabilities. Its innovative approach has garnered several accolades, including recognition as a finalist in the Spirit of Hong Kong Awards 2024 for sustainability. South China Morning Post features Peter Lee Cockett, a prominent Hong Kong property tycoon, who is dedicated to combating climate change through investments in clean energy and innovative startups. As co-chairman of Henderson Land Development and chairman of Hong Kong and China Gas Company, Lee has utilized his family office, Full Vision Capital, to support ventures that focus on sustainable solutions. With a collective valuation of over $6.5 billion, these startups address the growing global demand for electricity, particularly in the context of artificial intelligence. Lee's philanthropic philosophy, rooted in Buddhist principles, emphasizes the importance of aligning profitable investments with charitable efforts. His initiatives have already aided over 66,000 children in recovering from heart diseases, while projects like EcoSeries and Enervenue demonstrate the potential of clean energy technologies. Lee envisions a future where Hong Kong serves as a hub for innovation and sustainability, encouraging his family and others to prioritize environmental responsibility. South China Morning Post reports that a Hong Kong zoo has temporarily closed after the tragic discovery of 8 dead animals, including various monkey species, prompting an immediate necropsy to ascertain the cause of death. The incident occurred at the Hong Kong Zoological and Botanical Gardens, a historical site that has been open to the public since 1871. Authorities are taking precautionary measures by disinfecting and cleaning the mammals section while monitoring the health of other animals in the zoo, which houses a diverse range of wildlife, including 158 birds and 93 mammals. In another article, South China Morning Post highlights a groundbreaking pilot audio description service in Hong Kong that enables visually impaired individuals to enjoy sports events through real-time narration. Over the past 4.5 years, the Hong Kong Blind Union has provided this service at numerous sporting events, garnering significant interest and participation from the visually impaired community. Despite the success, there remains a lack of public awareness and service providers in the sports sector. The union aims to promote equality and inclusion, emphasizing the importance of audio description in fostering interest and participation in sports among visually impaired individuals. Lastly, South China Morning Post addresses the alarming rise in bullying among Hong Kong schoolchildren, as revealed by a recent study that indicates a significant decline in students' overall well-being. The survey shows that 1 in 5 students experienced bullying in the past year, with a particularly high prevalence among younger pupils. The findings underscore the urgent need for effective intervention and support from educators and adults, as many students feel helpless and reluctant to report incidents. The study calls for a collective effort to empower both students and teachers to combat bullying and create a safer, more inclusive school environment, emphasizing that responsibility cannot be passed on to others without facing dire consequences for the future of society. South China Morning Post reports on Hong Kong's women's rugby team facing a disappointing end to their WXV3 campaign in Dubai, highlighted by a crushing defeat to the Netherlands with a score of 33-3. Head coach Andrew Douglas lamented the lack of adequate preparation, which left the team at a disadvantage from the outset. Key moments in the match included a red card for Hong Kong's hooker Fyan Gott and subsequent yellow cards that allowed the Dutch to capitalize on their numerical superiority. Despite the setback, team captain Pun Huyen expressed pride in the learning experiences gained throughout the tournament, emphasizing the importance of maintaining the team's cohesion and developing young talent like debutantes Morina Grierson and Haruka Uematsu for future competitions. South China Morning Post also highlights Chief Executive John Lee Ka-chiu's commitment to transforming Hong Kong into a biomedical innovation hub. In an upcoming policy address, he is expected to announce initiatives aimed at attracting more drug companies to conduct clinical trials in the city, leveraging access to the mainland Chinese market as a key incentive. The establishment of the Hong Kong Center for Medical Products Regulation and a streamlined drug registration mechanism are part of ongoing efforts to expedite the approval process for new medications. Experts believe that collaboration with Guangdong and the Greater Bay Area will enhance clinical research capabilities, ultimately benefiting patients and fostering a robust biomedical ecosystem in Hong Kong. South China Morning Post covers the ongoing challenges and opportunities in Hong Kong's retail property market, where high vacancy rates have prompted various international brands, including Fila and Abercrombie & Fitch, to seize prime retail spaces at significantly reduced rents. In the core shopping districts, vacancy rates have risen, yet this has created a favorable environment for retailers looking to innovate and introduce new business models. With the anticipated influx of new prime retail spaces, experts predict a gradual recovery in leasing volume, driven by improving consumer sentiment and interest from overseas brands. The upcoming opening of Hopewell Mall in Wan Chai, with high leasing rates, signals potential growth, while opinions remain divided on the future trajectory of rental prices across different districts in Hong Kong. South China Morning Post highlights the remarkable shift in Hong Kong's construction industry as women increasingly take on roles traditionally dominated by men. Doris Young Manshun, a contractor, embodies this change, guiding clients through major renovations with a detail-oriented and empathetic approach. As the demand for skilled workers rises, initiatives are encouraging women to pursue careers in construction, leading to a notable increase in female contractors. Ketty Sean, founder of Atelier Sean, notes that women bring exceptional communication skills to the table, enhancing client satisfaction and project outcomes. Despite the challenges, women like Mabel Lo Meibo and Ginny Ko Tsc Kwan are breaking barriers, proving that with determination and skill, they can excel in this male-dominated field. South China Morning Post also delves into the inspiring story of LaTonya Richardson Jackson, wife of Hollywood legend Samuel L. Jackson. Their enduring marriage, spanning over 4 decades, is rooted in forgiveness and mutual support. LaTonya played a pivotal role in saving Samuel from addiction, demonstrating unwavering faith and commitment. Their journey together has been marked by collaboration in various artistic endeavors, showcasing LaTonya's talent as a Tony-nominated actress and director. The couple's strong bond is further enriched by their circle of famous friends, including Michelle Obama and Magic Johnson, reflecting their stature in the entertainment industry. SCMP Opinion presents a critical view of Hong Kong Chief Executive John Lee Ka-chew's upcoming policy address, emphasizing the need for a robust strategy to navigate the city's economic challenges. As Hong Kong faces a transformative phase, Lee's blueprint must address public expectations for growth and stability amidst geopolitical tensions. The focus has shifted from pandemic recovery to economic revitalization, with an emphasis on leveraging Hong Kong's unique advantages under the one country, two systems framework. The administration's commitment to becoming a superconnector between the mainland and the global market is crucial, yet it requires effective communication to counter negative perceptions. Lee's ability to tackle pressing social issues, particularly those affecting the elderly population, will be a true test of his leadership during these challenging times. South China Morning Post highlights the controversial figure Liv Schmidt, a skinny influencer who has made headlines for her provocative posts and lifestyle choices. After being banned from TikTok for promoting unhealthy body ideals, Schmidt returned with a new account, unabashedly sharing her experiences of thrift shopping in children's sections due to her petite frame. Her bio provocatively states, "It's not a sin to want to be thin," drawing both fervent support from her followers and sharp criticism from those who accuse her of glamorizing eating disorders. Despite the backlash, Schmidt maintains a significant following and a day job as a social event coordinator in New York, showcasing her dual life as a social media provocateur and a professional. In an opinion piece from SCMP, the pressing issue of public housing abuse in Hong Kong is addressed, emphasizing the government's need for stringent measures against misuse. With a significant number of subsidized flats being occupied by ineligible tenants, officials are now focusing on long-term elderly residents, who will only have to report their continuous occupancy rather than declare assets. This leniency aims to balance compassion for the elderly with the necessity of fair resource allocation. However, the article warns against allowing wealthier tenants to exploit public housing, highlighting the importance of maintaining integrity in the system as demand for affordable housing rises amid an aging population. The South China Morning Post also explores the evolving trend of men's bracelets, showcasing how public figures like Prince Harry, David Beckham, and Harry Kane are embracing the stylish accessory. The article details their choices, from Harry's engraved bangle with sentimental value to Beckham's bohemian bead designs that promote sustainability. Kane's recent addition of a beaded bracelet, co-designed with his wife for charity, further reflects the growing acceptance of men's jewelry as a fashion statement. With an array of options from luxury brands and artisanal designers, the article encourages men to explore playful and expressive wrist accessories, marking a shift in contemporary men's fashion. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Waking up to wonders, tech and nature blunders. Got our rockets flying while the oceans are sighing. Lasers in the sky now, holograms we say wow. Quantum leap